come close. Today's video is very serious. I'm about to show you how to break necks. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So, as I said, we have some serious business to discuss today. I want to show you ladies how to break necks, okay? And maybe some of you gentlemen too. I don't know if any gentlemen are watching. Most of my demographics are ladies, but I'm trying to show you how to break necks. So basically the fragrances we're going to talk about in this video today are fragrances that are attention getters. They grab people's attention. Now, when I was pulling out the fragrances for this video, I realized that a lot of my more winter appropriate scents would fall into this category. However, what I wanted to do for this video is I wanted to share with you scents that I feel would still work in the warm weather that we're currently having. Now, most of these, I will say, will probably be appropriate year round, but they are definitely okay to wear right now while it's hot. So let's get into it. So the first fragrance that I have here is from Initio, and this is called Oud for Happiness. So this is not the very famous Oud for Greatness. This is Oud for Happiness. And this fragrance is interesting. When I first smelled this fragrance, I kind of get the smell of marijuana, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Less so now that I have worn this fragrance more. But when I first smelled this in store, like when it first came out, I was like, oh my gosh, who wants to smell like marijuana? Fast forward to somehow I decided to try this. Like order it. I don't know why, but I decided to order it. And I sprayed it on my hand like as soon as I got it. And at first I'm like, oh, Ayesha, you made a mistake. This is a bad choice. You smell like marijuana. But within 5 minutes, the ginger starts to come in. And then this fragrance just melds together. So I will say, ladies, if you're looking at this fragrance and you don't want to smell like marijuana, okay? Still, you could check this out if you're a fan of ginger. Because to me, what I get from this fragrance is a green, like ginger, woody scent. So this is a deep kind of dark scent, but then it has this brightness from the ginger, and I feel like the ginger is really prominent in this. So I think if you're not a fan of ginger, you will not like this fragrance. And if you do not like green fragrances, you will not like this fragrance. In addition to that, of course, you have the oud in this fragrance, and the oud in here is very smooth, but it is noticeable. So this is a fragrance that when I describe it, I realize it probably doesn't sound that good, but on the skin, it works really, really well, and it's very unique. So it definitely gets attention. This is a fragrance that at first thought I would think that you would only wear this during the cold weather. However, I am here to tell you that when I purchased this, I'm pretty sure it was summer. If it wasn't summer, it was definitely hot, but it's always hot here. And I have worn this in the hot weather, and it does what it's supposed to do. This is something that will start a conversation. I have gotten compliments on this fragrance every single time I've worn it. Every single time, y'all. And I haven't worn it in a while. I need to. The only reason I haven't worn it is because personal reasons. I guess I'll share it with y'all since I brought that up. But only reason I haven't worn it is because it's tied to a scent memory. I wore it when my mom passed away. I wore it to my hometown when I went there for her funeral. And so I don't know, I haven't worn it since then because of that memory, but I'm going to wear it. Like when I was getting ready to film this video and I pulled this out, I'm like, Ayesha, you're gonna wear it. You're gonna form a new scent memory with it. And it doesn't have to be associated with sadness, you know? So anyway, it's Oud for Happiness, okay? From Initio. This next fragrance is from Chanel, and this is Coromandel. Now this fragrance is one that I typically associate with colder weather. It is a warm ambery scent. In addition to the amber, it does have some patchouli in here, I believe, but the patchouli is not dirty, but it definitely provides like a grounding effect to this fragrance. There are some spices in here, and I believe there's like a white chocolate note, but I will say for me, I don't really get white chocolate. Like I get a hint of it, but don't think that this is like a chocolate, like typical gourmand scent. It is not. I feel like the white chocolate that's in here just gives it a little bit of sweetness and smoothness and provides a lot of interest to this fragrance. So typically, like I said, I would not think of this as a fragrance that I could wear right now. However, recently I went out of town for my friend's birthday and she was wearing this. We actually discovered this fragrance together. But she was wearing this and oh my gosh, y'all, it was so good. Like it was popping off of her in this heat. Okay, where we were was like 95 degrees, y'all, and she was wearing this because, you know, a lot of people that are not super into fragrances, they just wear their fragrance when they want to, you know, they don't have seasons associated with fragrances, and sometimes that can make me discover a fragrance in a season that I would normally not associate it with, like this one. Like this is so good. And Coromandel is an old fragrance, but it's still not super popular. Not a lot of people that are in the regular world know about it. Even here in Fragcom, it's not really that popular. It used to be years ago, but it is one that grabs attention. When I wear this, and I don't have to spray a lot, when I wear this, people always say something to me. People always ask me what I'm wearing. People want to know about it. So it's definitely an attention grabber. And if this sounds remotely interesting to you, I would say go to a Chanel boutique and see if you can spray it on and just give it a try. Don't worry about what the bad reviews say about it. Try it for yourself and you may be pleasantly surprised. So again, that's Coromandel from Chanel. So this next fragrance is one of those like sleeper scents in my opinion, meaning that when I smell it, it smells soft and all, but it ain't, okay? Because I cannot wear this if I don't want people to talk to me. I have never been able to wear this fragrance outside of my house without somebody complimenting me on it and asking what I'm wearing. So the fragrance that I'm referring to is from Guerlain, and this is Oud Nude. So yes, this is an oud fragrance, but it's also a nude fragrance. So to me, when I smell this, I get a soft, very, very smooth oud. It is a darker fragrance, but there's also this light kind of airy musk to go along with this fragrance. And the musk in this fragrance doesn't go like laundry detergent clean. It's slightly animalic, very, very slightly though. Like it gives off just that warm, beautiful skin effect. There's other things in this fragrance, but I couldn't tell you what. I mean, you're gonna see it on the notes, but to me, that's what I get, like a warm skin musk with oud. And it is so amazing, y'all. And this is the type of fragrance that, like, when I got it, like I said, I just thought this was gonna be a scent for me. But people love this on me. And although it doesn't smell like it projects or anything like that, it smells like it would be a skin scent. There is something in this that gets people's attention. So again, that is Oud Nude from Guerlain. This next fragrance is from Lattafa, and this is Honor and Glory. And I feel like I talked about this quite a bit this summer, but honestly, this fragrance deserves it. So this is a creamy pineapple gourmand type scent. So the pineapple in here is definitely juicy. It reminds me of like a fresh pineapple juice. It smells like a pineapple that's at like the optimal level of ripeness. So it's not overripe, like it doesn't smell like it's gonna get to that boozy side. And it's not underripe and green. In addition to the pineapple, there is something like whipped cream in this fragrance that gives it that kind of smooth gourmand feeling. However, I don't think this is a full-on gourmand because this also has a lot of woodiness in the base. And I think because of that woodiness, some of you ladies may find this to be masculine, but I will say, try it, y'all, try it. If you can wear something like Creed Aventus for her, then you can definitely wear this, because to me, this is definitely a sweeter, more feminine type fragrance than Aventus for her or regular Creed Aventus is, in my humble opinion. So yeah, this is really outstanding. It's something that kind of has a lot of different things going on, and because of that, I think it tends to grab others' attention. So again, that is Honor and Glory by Lattafa. This next fragrance is kind of new to me. I've had it a few months. I've only worn it twice, but I can tell you the 2 times that I've worn it, I've been complimented on it. And this video is kind of turning into like compliment getting video. But honestly, a lot of these fragrances, I know that they're attention grabbing because either they've grabbed my attention on somebody else, or I grabbed somebody else's attention and they have complimented me on it. So this fragrance is from Vertus Paris, and this is Narcosis. So this fragrance I featured, I think, in my last haul video. And I will tell you that in that video, I thought this fragrance was a mistake. But because I am me and I had the bottle here, I wanted to try it out on skin. And when I tried it out on skin and like gave it a full body wear, it pleasantly surprised me. So this fragrance at first spray smells like weed to me. It smells like marijuana. I think I'm gonna do a comparison of these 2 fragrances in my next this, that, or both video, but it smells like marijuana at first spray to me. Like, yeah, like marijuana, smoking marijuana. I'm not really familiar, but it smells like somebody smoking, honestly. Anyway, on the skin though, once this kind of settled into my skin, that marijuana scent kind of died down, and I started getting these like fruits to come out, and the fruits that are in this are bright and tropical. So you have this greenness mixed with this bright fruitiness, but you then have this underlying like dark kind of smokiness to this fragrance. It is gorgeous, very unique. Not gonna be for everybody. I definitely think that if you're not down with unisex fragrances, you're not gonna like this. I honestly felt when I first sprayed this fragrance on that it was too masculine for me, but as it wore on my skin, I changed my mind. So like I said, I've worn this twice now, and it really is a bold fragrance. This is the type of fragrance you wear when you want to get attention or when you want to stand out. Nobody's gonna smell like you. And I will say, I even asked my husband when I wore it, did I smell like marijuana? Because I don't partake. I don't want to walk around smelling like that. And that's not what he picked up at all on me. Now, I will say when I asked him that, I probably was wearing this fragrance maybe like an hour at that point. So I don't know how long it took that marijuana smell to go away from me. But on the skin, it is so much better. So if you try this, you have to try it on skin. And if you are a man watching this, definitely try this one. It is good, it's different, it's unique, and it is a head turner for sure. So again, that's Narcosis by Vertus Paris. So this next fragrance is an oldie but a goodie, and this is from Mancera. It is Instant Crush. So do y'all remember when I used to be in love with this fragrance? I mean, I still love it, but I don't reach for it often. And recently I decided to wear this because my girl Lavishly Chi Chi featured in a video, and she was talking about how much she didn't like this fragrance. And I'm like, I should wear that. I love that fragrance. So yeah, y'all don't get offended when people don't like the fragrances you wear. It's okay. We all have different tastes. So even though she kind of hated that fragrance, I loved it, and it made me pull this back out and kind of rediscover it. So if you've never smelled Instant Crush, it is this sweet saffron, woody, ambery type scent. It used to get compared to Baccarat Rouge a lot, and I can kind of get that, but this is definitely like a more full scent. This is a more full body scent. The saffron is more forward in my opinion. It's definitely more spicy. If you have not smelled Instant Crush, you definitely should. Even if you don't like it or anything, I feel like at this point you should just smell it for reference if you're into fragrances. But this is definitely still an attention getter. I think it smells different enough from Baccarat Rouge that it will still garner compliments for you. I will say the other day when I wore this, I don't think I was around anybody. I don't know if I got a compliment. I really don't remember, honestly. But before that, when I used to wear this quite a bit, I used to always get compliments like every single time I wore this. And I feel like now we smell Baccarat Rouge 540 in the air so much, or dupes of it in the air so much, that maybe people don't really speak out about that one anymore. But this one smells different enough. So if you have this in your collection, pull it out, girl. Go ahead and wear it. I think it's still a great fragrance, and I'm glad that I'm back wearing it. So again, that's Instant Crush from Mancera. This next fragrance is from the brand Harlem Perfume Company, and this is called Josephine. So this fragrance is one that I've had for a little while, but I only just wore it a couple weeks ago, and I have to say it grabbed attention. Okay, so this is a floral fragrance, but it is a dark floral. I believe the floral that's in here that's most prominent is jasmine, and to be specific is night blooming jasmine. I know that because long story, we ain't gonna get into it, but I believe it's night blooming jasmine. There's also some greenness to this fragrance. It gives it a little bit of earthiness, and there's some depth to this fragrance. So even though this is a floral fragrance, I think of it as a dark, sultry floral. This is definitely nighttime appropriate. I don't foresee myself wearing this during the day when it's hot, but at night when it's hot, yes, it will really just bounce off the skin. Like I said, I got quite a few compliments wearing this fragrance the one time that I wore it, and it's just one of those fragrances that really stands out on the skin. So again, that is Josephine from Harlem Perfume Company. This next fragrance I am going to speed through because I feel like I've talked about this so much, but this is from Kajal, and this is Lamar. So this is my favorite pineapple scent. It's a juicy pineapple, but it also has this sweet airiness to it. It has some woodiness to it. There is some rose in this fragrance as well that some people pick up a lot. I personally don't pick it up on my skin. I get more of that juicy pineapple, but be aware there is a rose in this fragrance that some people pick up a lot. But overall, this is a very unique smelling fragrance. It gives me kind of Middle Eastern vibes, but not the cheap Middle Eastern, okay? The luxurious, like kings and queens Middle Eastern vibes. It is gorgeous and perfect for hot weather. So again, that's Lamar by Kajal. This next fragrance is from Amouage, and this is Lineage. So this fragrance is another very unique fragrance. To me, when I smell this, I get this kind of salty ocean air type of smell. But in addition to that, there is like incense. So you have this kind of airy smell, kind of bright, almost citrusy, salt water air type smell mixed with these like darker incense herbal type notes. It is so good though. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good, but it is so good. And it's definitely one that stands out on the skin. It's very noticeable. I always get compliments on this fragrance, and it always kind of surprises me because I know, like, smelling this fragrance, I know it's not the kind of scent that everybody will love, but people tend to love it on me. So I will say, if this sounds interesting to you at all, see if you can get a sample, try to wear it on your skin. Don't just smell it from the bottle. It is magical, y'all, and it's perfect for this time of year. I actually think you can wear this year round, but for me, I love to wear this spring, summer. So again, that is Lineage from Amouage. This next fragrance is from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Reflets d'Ambre. So this fragrance is an absolute love for me. I do have a video talking all about this fragrance that I will link for you all, but this is an amber fragrance. But the amber in here is done in this kind of transparent, almost sparkling way. So it's amber, but it's not like vanillic amber. This is more transparent. It definitely has some spice to it. It smells resinous to me. And it also smells like there could be a slightly, very slightly animalic musk in here. But it's gorgeous, y'all. It smells so good. It definitely grabs attention. Like I said, I have a whole video about this. So if you want to know more about this fragrance, make sure you check out that video because I do talk about this fragrance in depth. But I will tell you, this is a stunner, a head turner. This is, I want to be talked to. This is, look at me, I smell good, you know. Reflets d'Ambre from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This next fragrance is another one that I feel like I talk about all the time, but this is Dolce Amalfi from Xerjoff. So this is my juicy fruit gum fragrance. It smells like a burst of tropical fruits mixed with these dark kind of Christmassy type spices. So think like cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, those type of spices, but it's perfectly balanced with these sweet, juicy tropical fruits. Quince, I think, is the main fruit in here, which I don't think is necessarily a tropical fruit, but in this fragrance, it definitely smells tropical. It smells like juicy and mouth watering. It's so good. Again, this is one I talk about a lot, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but it's definitely an attention grabber. It's super unique. It is something that will have you stand out in a room full of Delenas, y'all. No shade to Delena, but y'all know Delena's popular, right? So if you want to smell good and wear something that's unique, something like this fragrance would be a great choice. So again, that's Dolce Amalfi from Xerjoff. This next fragrance is another one of like my top favorite fragrances. And I think I'm going to do my favorite fragrances. I think last year I did it in September. So I'll probably do it in September. Let me know if that's something y'all want to see, like my top 10 or my top 20 fragrances. I'm thinking it's time for me to do that video again, but this one is definitely going to be in that video. Spoiler alert. This is from Roja Parfums, and it's Creation E Parfum Cologne. So this is my sexy rum and coke. I've talked about this so much. That's my simple explanation of it. But this fragrance is just so well done. It's a little boozy. It's a little sweet, spicy. It has this fizzy nature to it. In the heat, this works so well. It really just projects off the skin. And I also have the parfum version of this fragrance that was sent to me from the brand. This one I purchased, but the parfum version was sent to me. And I will say that one to me kind of sits closer to the skin. This one bounces off the skin, So it is definitely an attention getter. For me, I like to wear this to day dates. I can wear it at night too, but for some reason I like to wear it when I'm out in the sun. Like when I'm fly, the skin is glistening. This is that type of fragrance for me. Day party, I don't go to day parties, but if I did, I would wear something like this. It is gorgeous. Love it. So again, that is Creation E Parfum Cologne from Roja Parfums. And then the last fragrance that I have is from Fragrance du Bois, and this is Oud Orange Intense. So this fragrance is just absolutely stunning. It is a showstopper. It is a neck breaker, okay? This is gorgeous. So this fragrance is really hard for me to describe because it just has all these things going on, but I will try my best. What I get from this fragrance is a lot of different things. So I get this dark, kind of nutty, chocolatey smell, and I think it's like a more of a chocolatey tone oud, because that woodiness is definitely there, and it's giving off those like chocolatey oud vibes. But in addition to that, I definitely get some fruitiness and a little bit of coconut, but not like a sweet sunscreen coconut. It is more of like the meat of a coconut, so it's giving it that kind of slight tropical but like full creamy kind of smell. This is one that I feel like you just have to get your nose on, because I feel like my description will never really tell you how it smells. It is so good though, y'all. It is deep, like it's a darker kind of summer scent. You can definitely wear this year round, but if you're looking to wear this during the summer, I still feel like it fits because you do have those fruits in there. You do have that coconut, but then it's mixed with these darker, like deep notes. So this is definitely like summer nights. I actually took this on vacation with me, I think for my anniversary trip in May. And I wore it as like my nighttime scent, and y'all, it did what it was supposed to do. It is an attention getter. It is sexy. It's dark. It's deep, but it's still not too heavy for the summertime, in my opinion. Now, I would not overspray this one. Even if it's winter, I don't think this is the type of fragrance you need to overspray because it is quite powerful, but it is so, so good. So good. So again, that is Oud Orange Intense from Fragrance du Bois. So today's lesson is over. Now you know how to break necks with your fragrances. Let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances before. What do you think of them? Have you sent anybody to the hospital by wearing them? You broke their neck, they had to go to the... Anyway, too much. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you have that notification bell on so that you don't miss a video from me. The other places you can find me are my website is www.simplyayesha.com. Get on my email list over there so that we can always stay in contact. And if you want to connect with me more, follow me over on Instagram or TikTok. I'm on my Instagram stories pretty much every day, and it's really easy to communicate with me over there. So definitely check me out over there as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.